Okay, well, all
like
the
I said, my comic's not a parody.
Sonic Shoe, and Rose Shoe. I actually have paper registered copyrights on those, so I could sue you. But I'm trying to resolve this peacefully.
You have okay, so you have.
Yeah, look under the copyright section on the Wikipedia. It actually has the scan of the paper from the Virginia Library of Congress, as well as the envelope that it came in.
So you have a copyright of Sonichu.
Yes.
But you said Sonichu is a Pokemon, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure Nintendo has the copyright claims of Pokemon. So.
Still,
I mean, it's a good point. I might want to just contact Nintendo just to make sure everything's okay. To make sure I'm not stepping on their toes. But.
They have been contacted before, and everything's okay, so you don't need to do that.
But, well then, I mean, how can you hold the copyright to a Pokemon?
The Virginia Library of Congress has allowed me.
Wouldn't it? Well, Virginia Library of Congress, can't tell Nintendo what to do. I mean, they can't tell Nintendo to just hand over copyrights to their creations to just anybody. I mean, Nintendo could take, the Virginia Library of Congress to court and say, hey, wait a minute, you issued this copyright illegal. It's just the Library of Congress. I mean.
That last clip was from the Alec Benson lyricals, which we're going to go over at the end of this series, but for the time being, the reason why I showed that clip is because it pretty much highlights how clueless Chris really is of copyright. In fact, it's this misunderstanding of copyright law that led to Sonichu in the first place. When Chris was in high school, he got an assignment where he had to make an album cover. The one catch, though, was that he couldn't use any copyrighted characters. Therefore, he couldn't use his favorite characters, Sonic the Hedgehog and Pikachu. But young Chris found a loophole, an exception if you will. Because what Chris did is that he combined Sonic the Hedgehog and Pikachu, and voila! We have an all-new character that isn't copyrighted. Sonichu! His teacher, probably not caring at all, allowed this to fly. And the result is Chris's big misunderstanding of how copyright actually works. Long story short, Chris thinks that Sonichu is absolutely okay for him to make money off of because he claims it's a parody. Now, in a future intro, I'm gonna go over why Sonichu specifically isn't a parody, but until then, I'm keeping you from the comics, so let's just get on with that. Episode 3, Sonichu versus Nature!
What is KB? Is that like a Virginia thing?
It's sort of like a smaller version of Toys R Us. It was in outlet malls. Then I think they went out of business.
I decided to Google it because I wasn't sure if it was real. It was known as the way he spelled it in the comics until 1997. And then they just wrote down the initials and then it closed in 2009. That's so weird. Anyways.
You'll notice that for the names of the stores, he doesn't use Comic Sans. Instead, he uses Arial.
Yeah. I noticed that
Which
too. That's so weird.
Is a step up from Comic Sans, but that's like saying that you took a step out of hell. I'd also like to point out that Sonichu's head is probably the roundest I've seen.
Yeah, no, that's like the closest you can get to Sonic's head while also drawing like shit.
And this perspective is so off. Like, I don't have the best perspective drawing, but even I can do better than this.
Yeah, no, it was like he tried to do the tilted camera to imply like...
yeah, he tried to do the diagonal camera thing, like every single shot on Spaceship Earth.
What was it called? I forget what that's called.
Not Spaceship Earth, Battlefield Earth. Why do I get those two confused?
Dutch angle, that's what it's called.
Dutch angle.
He tried to do a Dutch angle.
He tried to do a Dutch angle, and it failed miserably.
I think everything he does kind of fails miserably.
Yeah, but this is failure within failure, Jake. Like, this is when we fuck up.
Yeah, but the perspective is all fucked, man. And, okay, what is that to the bottom right? Is that like a inflatable pool? Or is
I have no idea what that is. I'm going to assume it's a fountain because they're at a mall.
Alright, so...
Wait, what's coming out of his mouth? Is that electric coming out of...
Yeah, that's supposed to be electric bolts.
Out of his mouth.
Yeah, no, it's like, you know those lines that some artists will draw to imply that he's gasping or surprised?
Yeah.
And then he drew lightning bolts instead.
Is that what that is?
that's.
I guess guessing in
I'm
last.
trying to apply as much reason as I can to this thing. I'm trying to make sense of this, and I just noticed Rose Chu is being grabbed by Zapdos there.
She is the size of a carrot.
She's the size of
Also,
a carrot.
look at the derpy face of Zapdos.
Yeah. She's the size of a carrot. The guy mounting Zapdos is fucking huge compared to her. So
He must be like
the perspective is
but-
fucked.
Nate Cirque is fucking huge. Radomir,
So-
2017.
So he might. Yeah, no, he's not wrong on size perspective. From size perspective, he's like 9 foot.
You can
600
quote me all
pounds.
you want. You can spam that to me for the rest of the year on my Twitter. I don't give a fuck. I'm not wrong here.
Okay, next page.
Do you have to exposition dump every time you're introduced?
Yep.
Also, was there any build up to this situation at all? Because
No.
we just kind of started.
Jake,
Okay.
Jake, why don't you read Nate Cirque? He's a ginger.
Thanks, Miles.
Also, human isn't. I don't think human has any dialogue in this. Kel has any dialogue in this. Damn it! Gotta stop the papyrus. Go for it.
So was it Nate Cirque, the son of Giovanni, Team Rocket, brighter than a light, starting to now prepare for a fight.
It's like a discount version of the Jesse and James thing.
Yep.
Also, I don't know if you guys have...
He thinks every single Team Rocket says it.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have noticed this yet, but if you spell Nate Cirque, but spell Nate Cirque backwards.
Yeah, it's Christian. I noticed that.
Yeah. Release
there's no
Rosachu now!
Oh, you know what? You'll be in for it.
Pretty much. Go ahead, read.
Then we'll fight Zapdos. Go!
I can't believe this! Even after what happened! Earlier, when Kel had run some errands at Quickville Mall and allowed Rosie to borrow her credit card, Kel entrusted me to make sure Rosie didn't spend over $100 because she's a woman!
$100, that's a hell of an allowance. Okay, if there's anyone who's doing anything story-wise, please don't just flip the name of your main character and or place of business and use that as the villain name. Please.
Like Ekans. Just think backwards.
Or Muck.
Come backwards.
Okay, in all fairness, Ekans and Arbok aren't terrible names.
At first it was easy due to her willpower, but then with all the sales and coupons, cause women have no self-control.
But then with all the sales and coupons, yeah, 75% off of a bracelet? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that will totally happen. $75 off of 20. Yeah, this store must be run by Valve. Because that's the only way I can fathom prices being this low ever.
Yeah, no, that would
Unless the store is going out of business.
You know, that would be just a $5 bracelet. And it'd probably be cheap as hell.
It would have to be like hella cheap then.
Hella cheap.
Well, I'm not Superman!
I'm no Superman.
Thankfully, Kel gave me cash for lunch, but how was I supposed to know that cheeseburgers had pickles?
Pickles?
Yeah,
Pickles?
That salad was great. What's wrong, sweet balls? Ah, that hurt. That hurt to say.
I hate pickles!
I love pickles. Fuck you.
I only like sweet pickles.
Okay, story time. Chris hates pickles.
Anyways.
Get out of
And
here.
then, also I love how
I'm not
Shatter
sure what he's
is off to the
shattering.
side instead of on the actual panel.
The bun is in your mind. What? No, okay, right.
I've
above
never
the next
noticed
panel.
that before. The bun is in your mind. What the
what?
fuck?
The what is in my what?
His Zapdos
sorry?
snatched my love!
Help me, human. Please.
Which brings us up to date. Excuse me while I save my fuck toy. I mean girlfriend.
What's the difference?
Sky
Well, I guess it's
uppercut.
May for you fucks.
Drill peck. Mega kick. Wing attack. Double team. Confused Zapdos.
None of those.
That's not
attacks-
how Pokemon work, but okay.
He has 5 moves. I don't think this is how Pokemon works.
So Sonichu uses Uppercut. Zapdos uses Drill Pack. Then Mega
Okay,
Kick. It goes back and forth.
Yeah. Okay. That wasn't clear.
Look, I say I'm probably the dumbest one here, but I understood that.
All right,
No,
so I want
fair.
to bring up something with Double Team. Now, you guys know how the Double Team animation works in the games, right?
Yeah.
It's like two images that are slightly lowered alpha, transparent rather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what program Chris could have done to get that effect?
Photoshop.
Yep, and yet he doesn't do that.
I'd like to point out, I don't really like Pokemon that much. Like, it's fun, and if it didn't cost as much as it did to buy all the games, then I'd probably buy games more often. But none of those 3 moves that Sonichu uses would confuse your opponent.
No, he's pretty much
Yeah,
saying
like,
that.
you don't need to know much about Pokemon to know that this is absolute bullshit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Meta-wise, you would use Double Team at the beginning of the fight, so you could get the most out of that evasion rise.
Yes.
And then the rest, I don't know, a Sky Uppercut. What the fuck even is that?
That's an actual move.
Isn't Sky
Yeah,
Up-
but
isn't that a fighting move?
It's a fighting move.
Yeah, that's
Mega
what
Kick is also a fighting move.
Okay, fighting move. So that wouldn't be effective against Zapdos. So that's fucking stupid. Mega Kick. I think that's
he's an electric type.
I think Mega Kick is also a fighting move.
Yes, it is.
So he used 2 fighting moves against a flying type.
Pokemon, despite the fact that he's an electric type. All right,
So
next page, please.
Somehow Chris, as obsessed as he is with Pokemon, has no idea how the types work.
Actually, no. Pikachu can learn Mega Kick.
Can he?
Yeah. It's actually a pretty common
I
move.
remember that.
Yeah, you can teach Pikachu Mega Kick.
Yeah, but can he learn Sky Uppercut?
No.
Yeah. Final blow countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And no, that is not a 3 next to the 5. That is Zapdos, I think.
Okay, remind me while we're counting down.
Because Chris, that's why.
Because I guess someone pushed the self-destruct button. I don't know. Wait. Look at the final one. What the fuck is that?
What? Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Look at the 4, 3, 2, 1, and look in the upper right-hand corner in that panel. What the fuck is that?
I think that's supposed to be Sonichu's Double Team ability. Because if you look at 10, those are definitely supposed to be Double Team.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, maybe it is Double Team.
Yeah.
All right, next page. There's not much to see here.
All right, next page.
We're trying to get through the cancer as fast as we can, so come
Yes.
on. Wait, what?
Wait a minute, the Double Team clones... What?
Okay. I think we can agree that is the worst drawing of Zapdos we have ever seen.
This
isn't actually Double Team, it's actually Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Yeah, Shadow Clone Jutsu. You brought a fucking Naruto out of nowhere.
You know what? Chris is into anime, so I'm not sure if this is what he intended.
Well, yeah, if you're autistic, you're into anime. If you're an anime...
NVIDIA.
NVIDIA. Plenty of video.
Hey, I couldn't miss out on this, even though I'm in the middle of the fight.
Hold on. Okay, so the shadow clones are zapping Zapdos. Sonichu caught Rose-Chu and ran. So, are one of the clones talking, or is this the real Sonichu and one of the shadow clones has Rose-Chu?
I'd like to point out that Sonichu thought it would be a good idea to use an electric-type move on an electric-type Pokemon.
Which Zapdos, one of the Zapdos abilities is actually every single time it gets electricity, that actually gains up an HP. Perfect.
Yeah, so it absorbs instead of...
Yeah, so once again,
Perfect.
Chris proves that he knows absolutely nothing about the game he loves.
Well, in the original, he's probably going to the original game.
And no, but this is like... But Zapdos was Generation 1.
Yeah, that was Generation 1, and by the time he made these comics, it was Generation 3.
Which, then right after that, if I remember correctly, Fire Red came out?
Yeah, I think this is around the time Fire Red came out.
This shit.
So, Nation
and he's
calls
wearing
the
a Raikou.
Zapdos back.
Alright.
And apparently
that
there's a
was writing-
Raikou that he could have used.
It's Entei...
Which is also an electric-type Pokemon.
Yep.
Yeah, Chris... I think Chris likes electrics.
What, really? Wow. You're a genius.
Anyways. Alright, Redhead, read it. Wait, why does one...
Enjoy your victory now, Hedgehog, but we'll meet again. And when we do, I will capture you for my father and Team Rocket. Let's go, Raichu.
Raikou.
Raikou.
Okay, before we go on, I'd like to point out he has both a Zapdos and Raikou. Why the fuck does he need a Sonichu?
Because they're
that's
unique.
2 fucking legendaries.
I don't know.
You just have this
Where does
abomination.
Team Rocket really want Pikachu? Just because of reasons.
I mean,
I know
it's
the-
implied
you
that
know?
they want to abduct and then sell them. They never explicitly say it, but that'd be the most likely.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, Team Rocket did not want Pikachu until Pikachu kicked their ass.
Yeah.
So, Sonichu becomes a doubleheader.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to point out that in the second line, I don't know what to call it. Yeah, in like the 4th panel, that panel is all text box.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. All right.
When we get, like, later in the comic, there's going to be a page where it's almost nothing but text. And so everyone yells, hooray! And
Hooray.
Chris apparently winks at us.
Whatever. Next page. Oh my god, he got fat.
Just read.
Thank you, Sonichu. You're my hero. Sweet boy. That hurts me every time.
I was astounded with how you battled, Sonichu. You rock! Thank you, Sonichu!
Thank you, Sonichu.
As mayor of Quickville, I congratulate you on your victory. And I thank you for saving the day. Good job, Sonichu. Hey, Father, what's wrong with your body? I went through a cheese grater. Thank you!
Yeah, no, the arm lengths are really off.
I love it how the hand just grows in size like tenfold.
Yeah, that's like Donald Trump level hands.
Epilogue! Yay!
Radomir, if you want to read Chris, I'll read Sonichu.
Oh man, what voice should I use? Well, Sonichu, I feel this comic book is my best work yet.
I think so too, Father! But wow, all this fantastic creativity and you're still girlfriend 3?
It bothers me too, but I never give up. I'll find a boyfriend-free girl around my age yet. Well, I gotta go to Fashion Square Mall to try again.
Good luck, Pop! There he goes, with a grin on his face. In the end, he'll say, 1 girlfriend, please. Because he'll probably fail again. I'm proud to have a brave father. And
I'd just like to point out, boyfriend-free girl, girlfriend-free, just say single.
that's another quickism. And you know what, guys? That is the end of issue 0.
That was all issue 0?
That was all issue 0.
That was all the prologue.
I thought just like the introducing part was 0.
Nope,
fuck
everything
you.
we just read tonight is issue 0.
Oh my god. 27 pages worth of pure cringe.
And that's not even the worst of it.
Oh god.
This is gonna be a slog.
Can we just unfriend Miles right now and just
Even behind to his Sonichu.
But,
Yes.
but where would you get this beautiful cringe without me?
I get mine from
You
Cameron.
remember when we read aloud those essays by, I forget his name. You remember doing that video, the one where we read
Yeah.
the, like,
Planes, trains, and plantains?
yeah, that's it.
Oh, shit.
When you were like, you got a D!
Yeah. How the fuck did he pass?
Do you have anything to say about what we just read, or no? Or do you think everything just speaks for itself?
Okay. I'm gonna put this in because I like talking, and I never shut up. But I'd just like to point out the reason why I am studying to become a software engineer, is because despite my desire to create video games, I'm not very good at art, and I don't think of myself as a very creative person. But I am really good at programming, so I try to use my skills to their best effect to help make games, i.e., I want to become a video game programmer. That being said, I can draw better than this guy.
Everyone can draw better than Chris.
I can't draw better than him.
Are you serious?
I'm a horrible drawer.
Jake, you can draw better than Chris.
Yeah,
do you know why?
Come up with better concepts than Chris.
Jake, you can draw better than Chris because you can at least hold a pencil correctly.